Okay, here we are. We got Don Burkhart, Master Carver, is going to give us a demonstration on how to strop a knife.
Just get my hands in here. Most tools, the problem with the tools is they're sharpened are at usually a shape something like this, and it makes it very difficult to carve when you can't get down into the edge. Basically what you want is this. So you want to sharpen tools so that they are like this and not like that. The very tip edge of the tools is when it gets rounded, this is not good. That is where the sharpness has to be, is right on the end of the tools, and too much stropping with the leather strop can start to cause the edges to round. When that happens, the very fine abrasive part on here will sometimes fine-tune that very tip of the tool, the very tip on here, so that you can rework it. Try to avoid grinding on round wheels or any mechanical power unless you have tools that are nicked or are very much out of shape. Once the tools are basically shaped to a nice edge like that, just honing them will usually be sufficient. The couple of methods that I like to do now with a knife, for example, is put the knife on the edge of a table like this and hone it with a filing motion. And by doing this, it's impossible to round the edge over. If you hold it in your hand and do this, you have a tendency to round that edge over, and that's your cutting edge, and that makes it difficult. Whereas even if you're using the abrasive part of it, it can be done like a file. And now when you do it this way, you can't cut into the blade. You'll have to come back this way, but this still eliminates a lot of the rounding on the edges. Now this is typical for gouges and knives and so forth. The other method would be to put your knife blade on the strap, but keep steady pressure on keeping it perfectly flat and raising it up this way, not doing this. This here will take it around the edges again. A lot of people do this, and what they're doing is rounding the edge and not making it sharp enough. So if they're to do it, they're to keep it perfectly flat and work it that way.